So hey guys, what's up? This is Ezekiel, and welcome back to the next episode of the Battle Cats Evolution series. Yeah, so in the last video we talked about the Killer Cat, and so today we're going to be moving on to the next cat, which is the Rocker Cat. Yeah, finally an anti-angel cat. Unless I already made a video on some sort of anti-angel cat, though I can't really recall, so I think this is actually the very first one that we get to do, which is freaking amazing. Also, I actually fixed the audio for this video this time. It was just like some switch settings on my microphone. I believe I turned on the gain knob on the, my Blue Yeti right here on accident, so it was kind of messing with the audio quality, making it a lot more distorted than it should have been, but it should be fine now. If not, then I'll try to edit it again more over this time, but it should be fine. Also, I guess this might be just like a really small thing, but I wanted to bring it up anyways because I'm really excited for it. I just got back from my classes from university, also hanging with my girlfriend and stuff for lunch, and I went to my fish tank. Yes, I do have a fish tank, never actually mentioned that. But I was currently like incubating this one of my ghost shrimp, which is basically just a shrimp that's transparent, and it was pregnant, and I got back home and it laid its eggs, so I have a bunch of like baby shrimp now in this little like nursery sort of container sort of thing. So that's really exciting. I get to raise some baby shrimp. Hopefully they're not gonna die or anything like that, so I'm gonna try to do my best to put them in the tank eventually, and maybe I'll make a video on that sometime in the future. But anyways, let's get on to the video right here, the Rocker Cat. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the unit description. A peanut farmer's son became a rocker to avoid coming out about his nut allergies to his family. Resistant to angelic attacks. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the, oh my goodness, there's a lot of people talking to me right now, as you can see, because I told people about the whole incident about like the baby shrimps and stuff. But anyways, these are the effects right here. But I wanted to say that this kind of reminds me of like something I learned in music history class back in high school, where there's a period in time where people or kids wanted to rebel against their parents, so they went into the whole music genre of like rock and roll and all that fun stuff. But anyways, this cat, as it said, specializes in resisting attacks from angel enemies. So what that means is that it takes 4 times less damage than it normally would for any other unit. Does single attack damage, which is, it's alright for this cat right here. So basically, this cat is like a cheap but fairly efficient angel wall, so you don't have to keep using a bunch of eraser cats and maniac eraser cats or whatever you use for your walls for when you're dealing with these guys. I'll show this later as an example, well, as the video is continuing. Oh my goodness, there's so many comments right here. Not comments, a lot of messages. Anyways, the next cat right here is the artist cat. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not talking about the cat specifically, I'm planning to do that later. Like, I want to sort of separate them because some people did say that I talked too much about these cats and then not so much for the battle. So we're trying to speed run through this as fast as we can. Oh my goodness, stop with the comments. Anyways, after album number 2 flopped, tried to get into fine art. Okay, so I guess the rocking career wasn't really working out for him. Can only draw peanuts, so didn't sell. Resistant to angelic attacks. Wow, I mean, honestly, I'm not exactly like the most artistic person. Well, in some ways I sort of am. I can draw like particular things, but not like actual like things like outside scenes or stuff like that. But I can sort of draw. But drawing peanuts, it takes a bit of talent to do that, Maybe these are cartoon peanuts, maybe these are the most sophisticated peanuts that you'll ever see in your life. Who knows? I'm not judging. But same effects as it did before, so nothing too crazy there, but it's the last form right here. And it's cool too, the Rocker Cat did get a true form in case you're not up to date, but I'm sure you are, because Rare Cat makes all the update videos and stuff, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. Plus you could also see it, I guess, in game. But the final form of the Rocker Cat is the Ramen Cat, and I gotta tell you, I really like ramen, so I can definitely appreciate this cat for some things like of that sort. Noodles might seem like a simple dish, but they need an artist's touch to master. Ooh, flashy prep style also boosts defense versus angels. So yeah, I could totally appreciate the the whole art of noodles and all that fun stuff, but basically, the difference from this cat in comparison to the first 2 forms is that it gains more attack power and defense/HP to itself, so it becomes more of a stronger tank, if you will. The difference is it's noticeable, not that noticeable, like, unless you, like, max it out as I've done right here, plus the extra one, because, got the extra, rocker cat from the capsules and stuff, but, yeah, that's basically all I could say for the descriptions right here. So, what we're going to be doing now is actually showing off all the forms, separately, before we get into the team composition and all that fun stuff right there. Because, just gotta follow that routine sort of thing. I know I didn't do that for the last cat, the killer cat, but honestly, it was only 2 forms, and it looks like nothing like crazy different from any of them, so it's not really much of an issue. So this is what the rock cat looks like right here. Swings his hair in a majestic fashion. Like, look at that. Can you imagine dying to someone's hair like that? Like, it's a little bit funny, but it's also pretty just like cool in a way, I'm sure that, what's her face? Juvia. Was it Juvia? No. There's an episode where Juvia in Fairy Tail, the anime, was involved. There's like a fight or something, like she was fighting this rock and roll dude who had hair. That's what it reminds me of. I'm sure, like, someone out there knows what I'm talking about. If not, then alright, so that's alright. But, you can see he holds his microphone right there, just sort of walking, like, strutting forward in a way, which looks pretty cool. And then, instead of using the microphone as the weapon, he uses the hair, which I feel is like 10 times, 1,000 times better, so, whatever you say, if it's just like, why isn't he using the microphone? I feel like that'd be more effective. No, hair, my friends. Hair is more effective. That's the way to go when you're, fighting enemies and stuff, but, yeah, it's pretty cool. I could definitely appreciate the hair right there. But the next form right here we're going to be looking at is obviously the artist form. I must say, for all of the forms, actually, the hairstyles are just on freaking point right here. I think I actually like the very first one in comparison to the rest of them, just because, it's like them flows, though, them colors, though, even though it's just black and white, it's still really, really cool looking. But the artist cat looks pretty cool, too. Like, his hair sort of looks like the brush sort of style, because that's what they were going for. And same thing, he sort of just, like, whooshes his hair forward, just, similar to, like, the first one, obviously. Also, if you look a little bit closer, well, I guess you can only see when he's really attacking, but his eyes sort of, like, pop out a little bit, which looks a little bit funny. It's just like he's going, like, ah! Going, like, crazy for him when he's attacking his opponents right there, which is, pretty cool. One thing that I would appreciate, though, that I could appreciate, is that whenever he does, like, slide his hair up and down, the paint in that little jar container thing that he's holding doesn't actually spill out. It only spills out every few seconds whenever he's walking, so it's definitely, like, takes some skill to do that, especially, when you're attacking. You don't want to lose the paint, because you gotta paint stuff, of course. And, this little beret looks pretty cool, too. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for the artist cat. Looks pretty cool. Very, very sophisticated, like very artsy, as one would say. But the last right here, this one's the cool one, the Ramen Cat. I feel like the getup for this cat's pretty cool. Like, it gets clothes, so it's not naked, which is pretty cool. It's like, it's like Squidward from SpongeBob if you were to put pants on or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen that episode where he puts pants on. Pretty cool. But yeah, I like the Ramen Cat because, like, it has clothes on, it, like, the little, oops, that is way too fast, has, like, the little, apron on, and then the soup on the left hand, and then the little, I forget what that specific tool, or kitchen utensil thing is called in his hand right there, but he has that, and then he has, like, the little, I forget what they're called too, like, on his head, but I don't know, like, his hair looks cool, his hair looks cool, he looks like he is ready to freaking make some food. When he attacks, too, it's like, it looks like he's sorta, it's really fast, but it's like he's sort of swinging his, that utensil as he's swinging his hair. I'm not sure if he's actually using it to smack it with the enemy too. Imagine you're getting smacked with the hair and the utensil. That's pretty cool, but, well, not cool. It's cool and deadly and kitcheny and stuff, but, it's just very cool, And I'm wondering about that ramen, though. The fact that he can hold it in place while he's attacking, look at that, like, the balance is just great, like, no ramen spilling out everywhere, like, my goodness, I can definitely appreciate the skills like that. Like, this guy would make a really good waiter if that was his job, IRL, but, yeah, that's pretty much all I could say for that. Now we're going to move on to the actual fight right here to demonstrate the abilities and stuff, so for this team composition, we're going to be going for a resistant combo team, so and also like a little combo with the rocker cat and the zombie cat to slightly boost the cat cannon recharge power thingy, and then we're gonna bring just 3 supports for this because we're not gonna need like any Ubers or whatever to win this particular battle. So I'm gonna bring off the cataphone from, oh wait, I did make a, oh right, okay, so never mind. From the start of the video, I said that I think the Rocker Cat was the very first anti-angel enemy cat that we were actually talking about, but no, we already did one on this guy right here, so it doesn't, so what am I talking about? This is why you should probably review series videos before you just jump into videos like I did, but I was super excited, so it's alright. I'm going to use the Angelic Cat and the Beefcake Cat just because they look cool together. That's really the only reason why I'm using them, but they worked alright for this particular stage. So we're going to go to Growing Yellow, and we're going to go to the Rays of Gold Insane mode right here. Depending on time, I'll probably show off the Rocker Cat as well to show the difference, but we're going to start things off with these guys right here. So the Death Rock, the Art History, that's what gives us the Resistance effect, and then Horror Movies, which gives us the Mega effect. So I'm just going to send out the Ramen Cat right here, and you're gonna see that it's going to tank this pretty well, actually. Like, it's maxed out plus the 1, so maybe it throws off the accuracy just a little bit because it's like the +1 level to the 30, but, you know, it's close enough anyways. It's not like maxed out to level 40, mind you, but it's still pretty good as it is. So you can see that it has not that much trouble dealing with a single Angelic Hippo. It was able to knock it out once, but when the two of these guys come together, it still sort of holds its ground, like, relatively well. Like, yeah, you gotta admit, like, look at that. He's still living, able to actually completely kill off the first hippo, so, you know, surprising there. And I feel like he should be able to kill the second hippo. Oh, no, definitely not. Yeah, never mind. He's tanking resistant, but not that tanking resistant. Okay. So now they're going to send off the Angelic Chorus, and now I'm going to start using the strategy right here, or the actual team composition. So I'm just going to use the 4 guys right here. Just the Ramen Cats, the Cataphones, the Macho Legs, and the Beefcakes. Nothing else. And you can see that it's actually doing pretty well. Like, because I'm not using the standard, like, wall dudes, which would normally, it's actually cheaper, just 300 to get them together, while these guys cost 315. These guys are more efficient because they can tank the hits much better. Doesn't take, they don't die as fast, especially to the Angelic Gories, and I guess it just looks kind of cool when you have, like, an army of these, like, kitchen-like dudes going into battle right here. But it's cost efficient, so you have them on the field, they don't die as quickly, and you can sort of save up the money. In fact, I've already maxed out myself to the level 8 Worker Cat, which gives me time to summon more of these guys. Not sure I'm not doing this. Yeah, I gotta pay attention, that's the thing. The thing I dislike about Catcoms is that, so the app actually crashed on me, which is kind of surprising because, like, that actually has never happened before, but, I guess it was because of, like, one of the recent updates or something like that. I don't know, Ponos, like, messed something up when they were, installing things or adding new updates and cats and whatnot to the game and stuff, but, anyways, we're back right here, so we're dealing with the Angelic Horsey dude right here, and even though he's pretty strong and deadly and stuff, and there's, like, a massive wave of the, you know, angel units or whatever, just using the Ramen Cats as, like, our main line defense is working out decently right here. I mean, it's, like, not the greatest because obviously, like, they're not, like, the best sort of spam cats in comparison to, like, well, like, a bunch of other spam cats, like the wall cats, the basic cats, fun stuff like that, but they're holding up pretty well right here. I mean, like, you know, the massive horde of, like, angel enemies are not breaking through that easily. Like, they're still kind of pushing, but it's just a matter of time before the Beefcakes, the Cataphones, and all, like, just the support cats or the actual damaging cats should do enough damage to sort of push these guys back. But the fact that the Ramen Cats can literally hold their own and act as, like, the main defensive line right here is pretty impressive. Like, I could have added 2 more cats to sort of support these guys, maybe an Uber, like the Run, or maybe some other, like, Uber that I actually have in my disposal, but it's a pretty powerful cat, you can see right here, so it's definitely not a cat to be messed with, is what I'm trying to say right here. So you can see, like, look at that, like, the entire army of, like, those angelic enemies are actually pretty much gone now, and it's just a matter of killing the horsey and, like, the doggos that occasionally come every now and again. So should not be too bad right here. So Ramen Cat's pretty good. Again, it's very awesome looking. You can definitely, like, look at that. They're literally tanking, like, several massive chomps to those guys, and those teeth are definitely scary looking. Like, the sharpness, the the freakiness. Can you imagine if you're, well, horses in real life are actually pretty nice and stuff, but a horsey like this that were to bite you in the face with like a massive amount of force that kind of looks like a crocodile and an alligator, those types of creatures, like that would be painful. So definitely feel sorry for these guys that they have to take to the face, but because they're so tough, then it doesn't actually matter. So there we go. Easily able to take down the horsey, not too bad. Like, they made it about halfway, I'd say. So if the battle was a lot like longer, or they sent more enemies, then maybe it'd be a little bit problematic. But just again, the point is that the Ramen Cat, or the Rock Cat in its true form, is pretty freaking powerful. So it's definitely not to be messed with, that's for sure. So now I guess we're just going to let these guys completely wreck the base right here. And yeah, pretty much good to go right there. Got the yellow cat fruit. Nice, nice, nice. Actually need about 7 to upgrade a particular Uber to the next form. But before we end things off, I'm going to very quickly go to the Rocker Cat just to show you guys the difference between if I use that in comparison to the Ramen Cat right here. So we're not going to finish this battle, just want to send out a few, or just even one, to show the difference. So same scenario, have all this in combo, so nothing's like different this time. Only, well, I guess this time he sort of like has the microphone and got that crazy, wicked, cool ass looking hair. So that's pretty fancy. But let's see how he fares against the hippos this time. So the Ramen Cat was able to kill off the first hippo easily and didn't die until the second hippo came running about. So I'm gonna see the difference here now. I'm expecting that with the difference in like the attack power and stuff, it shouldn't be. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't even able to knock back the hippo as it did the first time. So you look at that, like it actually, the first hippo killed the rocker cat before the second hippo even came to be. So the difference in HP and attack power is actually quite substantial, I would say. But that's just to show you guys like how much stronger the Ramen Cat is. So if I were to do that whole level again with just the rocker cats or even the artist cats, then it would be a bad time. But anyways, my final verdict or conclusion of this cat. So do I recommend it? I definitely do. Yeah, it's a really good anti-angel sort of tank spammy sort of cat. So I mean, like I said, you could definitely use other spam cats that could almost do the same job. It's just that this guy's really efficient, only uses one slot for the entire like team composition, so you could do a lot of combos or add a lot of other cats. And just generally is like a really, it's a good tank for anti-angels and stuff like that. So I definitely say that you should use it, for growing yellow stages and stuff like that. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed it, then hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. If you want to see any more particular cats in future episodes, then just let me know in the comment section below, and I will do my best to put them out in future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo!